Okay. A little late for a stream, but I haven't done Dwarf Fortress in a while, and I wanted to do some more. So, I've been unsatisfied with Dwarf Fortress lately, because I've been learning a lot about Dwarf Fortress lately. My forts that I've been playing have been good learning experiences, but they've all been playing out in roughly the same way. So I went back to the factory of the design world with advanced parameters. Hello, Slyonite. And I created a lot of worlds trying to look for a place that would be different. And in the process, I learned a lot about design new world with advanced parameters. And I was doing a lot of stuff like that where I was trying to find a good embark point, and I found one that I think will be interesting. So we're going to be starting a new fortress today. The old fortress we might return to it at some point, but I was feeling kind of unsatisfied with it, so I wanted to have a new crack at it. For one, I've been giving myself easy modes by doing embarks with volcanoes, and I've been embarking on similar kinds of landscapes. So I had a goal with this one. I wanted to find something that I hadn't done before, and I wanted to find an embark with no volcano. And I would have shown this on the embark screen, except that the game was crashing whenever I was embarking, so I had to try a few times, and that wasn't good for streams. Dwarven Ocean Palace is something that I'm also interested in, but that's not what this fort's going to be. This fort is in Region 6, and I've made a fair amount of changes to how Region 6 will be played. For one, I don't want to rely on plump helmets. We are going to learn how to cook, so we are going to rely on eggs and quarry bushes. Those are going to be our foodstuffs. I have some plump helmets in case I have to, in case I need to use them. But I tried to embark on a place where a specific kind of animal would show up. Because there's a kind of animal that I've never seen before in Dwarf Fortress, and it's a unicorn. I've never seen a unicorn before. And there aren't any unicorns here, but there could be unicorns here in the future. Because I believe this biome is a tropical shrubland, or tropical woodland, but it's good themed. At least I think it is. So I wanted to find some unicorns, but it's also a normal savage spot. You can tell over here because there's highwood trees. That means this is normal savage, and then over here we have feathered tree trunks. And the other big difference is there's no volcano here. You can see there's no volcanoes. That's because I've had way too many volcanoes recently. So we'll be trying something a little different. Yes, we will raise unicorns for their meat and horns, but the only animal that I saw here that was interesting is alligators, which I would also be very happy with an alligator farm, because alligators lay a lot of eggs. Hopefully there will be giant alligators too. There's also something called a milkfish, which I don't know what a milkfish is. Okay, they're just fish. We got a river, and we've got this kind of... Hold on a second. Chalk! Okay, that's good. Chalk is a... these big white chunks you see here are featherwood trees. Featherwood trees are just the best trees in the game, because they're valuable and also incredibly light. We got bubble bulbs. Can I find some sunberries? Yeah, I'm interested in animal husbandry because I've only done it a few times. The best exotic animal that I've trained was giant tortoises. Giant tortoises were very good, because they laid eggs and also produced shells. So the first thing I gotta do is first make my hunter into a miner, like I usually do. So we are going to designate some plants to be gathered. We're going to do a lot of them. Because I'm interested in finding whip vines, and I'm interested in finding sunberries, cashews, the feather wood. The feather woods, I'll just mark those to be cut because they'll be easy to haul. Whereas the cashews, I can get food out of. The lychees, but the high woods as well. High wood trees can be very big. But now I've got to decide where I'm going to be digging. Let me zoom out. I haven't looked at the map that much. I'm in this kind of gully. Okay. So it's not really a mountain. It's just... You can see these multiple layers. I'll see if I can find any good minerals. This is just clay. That's what it looks to be, mostly. We can see we have multiple biomes here. You can very easily see, like, all the white stuff over here. You can even just see that this is chalk, though. Because high woods grow in savage biomes, and then featherwood trees only grow in good biomes. Although, this should be all savage, and only some of it is, good. I wanted to try to find an embark that was both good and with an evil right next to it, but I didn't get a lot of hits that way. I'll just mine into here just to see what there is. I also don't know if there is any aquifers here. Okay, let me make sure that no dwarf has fishing enabled, because if they have fishing, yeah, nobody's fishing. I don't want them to fish yet, because they'll go to where the alligators are at, and they will get eaten by crocodile or alligators, not crocodiles. They're not crocodiles. Where's that chalk at? It's up here. What I might just do is forego mining into the mountains here and just go straight down. One moment. Okay, my dog was causing a bother. Yeah, they I might just go straight down, which means we want to go D for designate, J for downstairs, and let's just find a good spot. Probably in the middle of this nonsense here, which means it's about here. And let's see if we find an aquifer anywhere. If I find an aquifer, I know how to deal with it. But I know where some chalk is at. Actually, I've just found some chalk, apparently. Lignite? Ah, here we go. We found chalk and lignite. So if I find any iron, definitely... Magnetite. Okay, so... I just had a steel industry handed to me. Because chalk, magnetite, and lignite all combine together to create steel. In a lot of my streams, there hasn't been a lot of coal, because I tend to do these embarks where there's volcanoes. And I've done trickery to let iron show up with volcanoes, but coal and doesn't really tend to show up very well with volcanoes. Yeah, we have day 1 steel, but we're still going to be a long time until we end up with some steel. So the first thing I want to do is we're going to eventually, let's just dig an upstairs here to downstairs here, because we're going to eventually build a bridge that covers this little stairway down. But while I'm doing that, I want to get my farm set up. So we just want to get a little thing here. And we'll also use this for a bunch of stuff at the beginning. Yes, definitely learn about steel. This game cares a lot about steel. Every time that you see one of these things, like expand out, that's roots. And whenever they hit the roots, they know where the root expands to. That just means there's a tree up here. Used to, if you dug out roots and then chopped down the tree, it would leave a hole in the, it would leave a hole in the roof, and it was actually highly annoying. So here's what we're going to do. Is we're going to make a pile, and sure, we'll make it an animal stockpile. We'll go to custom settings, and we're going to turn on everything that is not refuse. Or everything that isn't refuse or would take up a lot of space. My dog is just barking up a storm. Don't know why my dog is being annoying. She could just come in here if she wanted to. Anyways, we're going to go I. We're going to make a zone. And this is going to be a meeting area. We're going to cancel out a couple of these spots. So I'm going to put farms in here. Now... I was making my plots the wrong shape, I think. I'll just do this. I'll cut off of this. And then we are going to 3, 4, 5. That's way too much. I'm just going to stick with what I know. 3 by 3 is fine. We're going to set up a couple of plots. Because I'm not going to be using plump helmets. And all of the dogs are rushing in because this is a new meeting area. I'm probably going to want to set up a meeting area out here just so that I can keep the livestock out here for now. And we have 2 female horses. Bit of a shame. So everybody's going to be... I'm also going to destroy the wagon. You always start with a wagon, which is just a meeting area and also has stuff in it. You can destroy it for some free wood. Interesting. And oh, we got unicorns. Wow, they're right over here too. Unicorns are actually pretty dangerous. So, maybe they'll just hang around here if I don't go near them. What's that? A stingray. I think if I tried fighting the unicorns, I would die. I also saw a mud thing over here. Oh, there it is. Who are you? A lungfish. I think that's a kind of vermin. And my farmer is busy gathering plants. So let's get some chalk dug. Okay, I want to intentionally build my fortress a little different from what I have been doing. So my work area is going to look different than I'm used to. So I'm not going to do the 4 rooms thing that I've been doing so much. Instead, we're going to do 2 rooms. No, we're going to do 1 big room. Some openings. Let me see what kind of... Okay, so I want to go out 1 more. What kind of workshop coverage does this give me? This gives me 18 workshops. Okay, that seems pretty good. Except here... Trying to find a good place for upstairs to go. Probably just here. Actually, since there's coal down here, I'm going to want to mine this out, so we'll go down instead of up. I'm just going to make a big line of downstairs. And that shouldn't disrupt anything. We'll dig this out first. Because we're going to want chalk, so... Chalk is... When we think of chalk, we think of, like, soft white stone that you use to draw with. That's processed chalk. Chalk with a stone is a bit harder. Chalk is made out of chalk, but in Dwarf Fortress, chalk is really good. Chalk and marble are basically the same thing in Dwarf Fortress. They're both valuable. They're both useful. We also struck bauxite, which in real life bauxite is the ore that aluminum is made from. But the extraction process for making aluminum is actually really complicated and difficult. It's why famously aluminum was more expensive than gold when it was first utilized. Aluminum exists in Dwarf Fortress, but only in its native form, which means you can find just chunks of raw aluminum in rocks very rarely. And it's highly valuable, as it was in real life, because aluminum is highly reactive. It reacts to a lot of things. You don't see it in its native form that often, because if water or anything just touches the aluminum, it'll react. Why isn't anybody moving stuff in the stockpile? Because I'm dumb. That's why. Move all the stuff in here. Not wood, though. Okay, farmer is coming in here to start building the plots. And we're going to get our farms set up. We're going to get quarry bushes. I mean, look, is kitchen here yet? Yeah, I do. Yeah, so we're going to do... Definitely going to do rock nuts. Probably cave wheat. You're definitely going to be growing quarry bushes. Quarry bushes is where rock nuts come from. I can't grow any. I can grow sweet pods now, but that field won't do anything for now. Which means I want to... Can I build an ashery? Let's wait on that, though. I'm going to have to build a kitchen, because you can't eat quarry bushes raw. Quarry bushes are what you get when you plant rock nuts, and when you gather a rock nut, or a rock nut plant, you get 5 or 6 quarry bush leaves and 1 or more rock nuts. But you can't, dwarves can't eat quarry bush leaves on their own. We have to cook them. Eggs are the same way. You can't eat a dwarf refuses to eat a raw egg. So we're going to get a kitchen set up, and our cook is going to spend all day cooking quarry bush leaves with eggs, and make, they're going to be called biscuits. So we're going to make biscuits out of eggs and leaves. That's what our dwarves are going to eat. Let's go ahead and get a workshop set up. We're going to build a carpenter shop. Where was I going to set these up? Like here. So here is a fine spot for... Let's go ahead and set it in the middle. Can't. Okay, you get to go here. We're going to make it out of bauxite. Bauxite also used to be really valuable in Dwarf Fortress because in early versions... magma-safe stone wasn't very common, but bauxite is magma-safe. But since then, they've added dozens of new minerals, so there's magma-safe rock everywhere. Aluminum production in World War II. I'd believe it. Famously, the cone at the top of the Washington Monument is aluminum, and at the time of making, it was the most expensive part of the monument. Hello, Chad. We are mining. Let's get some beds made. I'm just going to sleep in here for now. But so 25. That's a fine size for actually. How big is this? 16. So really, I want to dig it out like this. Yeah. Have it upstairs here. I don't know if we're going to dig this out just yet, though, so let me toggle this. Now, this is going to take forever to dig out, and it's not going to be really useful. Now, the aluminum process eventually got cheaper, but even producing aluminum now is really expensive. The reason aluminum is really cheap in modern times is because it's very easy to recycle. So like once you've processed the aluminum, you can just reuse it over and over and over again. So here is going to be my... I think this is what I usually do. Even though I'm trying to be different, this kind of layout is still useful. But I think I'm going to intentionally change it. There we go. This will be my dining room. Yes, I have an idea. Although this shape has a weakness, because it's actually... So let's do this. My desire for symmetry is too high. Setting up my kitchens, my chicken coop, and my that works. Okay. kind of thinking while I'm doing this. But I think I'm setting up something maybe not super... This is clever enough. Actually here. No, it was here. I'll explain what I'm doing after I do it. That's good enough for now. Okay. So down here are going to be the butcher shops and tannery shops. You want to put little doorways in here so that you can put a door. Butcher shops in particular can have butchered body parts just kind of stick around in them if they don't get emptied out fast enough. So you want a door in case it starts to rot and become stinky. These are going to be downstairs. Actually, let's make a 5x5 room here. That can be my seed storage room. That'll let my farmers and cooks go from this place, which is going to be the kitchen area, to the farming areas up here. So this is going to be the kitchen. This is going to be the chicken coops, which actually are going to have turkeys in them. I only brought turkeys this time. Here's my dining room. Over here is where food will be kept, and then over here is where drinks will be kept. And of course, the farmers decided, the miners started to work on the butcher shops first. Yeah, so is there no aquifer on this map? I thought there'd be an aquifer. Oh god, there are giant elephants and giant sparrows. Anybody who's familiar with Boat Murdered knows how elephants can work out. But elephants, no longer the death machines they are now. They're merely frightening, not devastating. Let's go ahead and get our beds built up here. We're just going to have a quick dormitory here while we're getting set up so our dwarves aren't sleeping on the floor. Yeah, the dwarves probably don't want to see... Yeah, dormitory is built out here. So we have iron, that's nice. And jet is actually a very useful stone too, because jet is very light. So it's good to make blocks out of. We have granite. Okay, tetrahedrite, so we have copper and silver. We have most of what we could ask for, really. Oh, is that a fluffy wambler? It's a fluffy wambler. Not allowed to look at fluffy wamblers, but fluffy wamblers are a kind of vermin that exist in good areas. They're basically tribbles. I didn't get my beds built fast enough. You can see this little guy is just sleeping on the floor. My woodcutter, who hasn't been doing anything, got first dibs on the bed. So I need to get my kitchens set up relatively soon, because I did not bring that many plump helmets to eat. So we're going to run out of food at some point. And my farmer didn't find any sweet sunberries. We got jute, taro. to go into Dwarf Therapist real quick, and my woodcutter, who's not doing anything, is also going to begin plant gathering. Okay. Got some beds set up. Still got people sleeping on the floor, but that's fine. They'll be okay. Anybody who is currently not doing anything is going to briefly become a plant gatherer. So my mason and my woodcutter are also going to begin gathering plants. Just so that we can get some extra food. I bet I could dig this out too. It would break up the symmetry a little bit, but in a way that I don't find unappealing. Yeah, I don't hate this. Have people out here. Giant sparrows would also be a nice creature to try to capture. But we're not going to be capturing anything for a while, I don't think. Giant elephants, not actually that useful for farming. Elephants require an immense amount of pasture. So, without modding your game, your elephants are probably going to starve in your fields. So you should just kill any elephants you come across. Let's see what kind of food we're working with now. Whip vines, nice. Taro and red spinach. Whip vines are very good for booze, not as good as sunberries. Which I'm looking for sunberries. Because sunberries make sunshine, which is the best booze in the game. It grows in good spots. Passion fruits. Red beads. Or beans. Is there just not sunberries out here? Jute will be good for a fabric industry. I'm not seeing any, there's ratweed, which is not great. Rope weeds, also good for... I'm just not seeing any sunberries. That's fine. We got whip vines. Whip vines, also good for alcohol. I don't know why the taro turns into black squares. Actually, what do I do this? You're going to gather plants from... a big old spot while we're not doing anything. That'll make sure I don't run out of food. While the miners are mining. gonna get a lot of coal, although this is lignite, which is the inferior coal. Bituminous coal is much better than lignite. But they're both functional. They're both going to ensure that even though I do not have magma, I will be able to make lots of metal crafts. Because if you don't have magma, you need a unit of fuel. And the forms of fuel is either coke, which you make out of bituminous coal or lignite, or charcoal, which you make out of logs. Charcoal is vastly inferior because one log makes 1 unit of charcoal. So you gotta burn a lot of trees to make a lot of metal stuff. I believe lignite gives 3 or 4 unit of coke if you burn it. And I believe coal gives 5 or 6. But doing that requires a unit of fuel to begin with. I should set this up as a pasture. Just for the cats. Because if that's where I'm keeping my food, there'll be creatures in there, vermin, who will attempt to steal it. Including fluffy wamblers, I think. Those places are basically dug out, so we're going to toggle designation on this stuff. That'll tell my guys to go do it. Although, I might, turn off of that, just in case I want to make more workshops. My miners were going to go get some drinks. Ooh, lots of coal down here. Let's see. I'm gonna want to build some workshops here. Like a mason's workshop. And a mechanic's workshop. I already have a carpenter. I don't need a jeweler yet. I need some furnaces too. So first thing we're going to need is a wood furnace. You always have to start with a wood furnace. And my woodcutter is going to also become a wood burner. Because I have to get my first bar of fuel from somewhere. So I'll make a thing of charcoal, which I will use to make a bunch of coal. And a regular smelter for that, which I should probably put here. May as well get my metalsmith's forge up and going too. But my miners are... Ooh, it's summer. So our spring was pretty... We got some stuff done on spring. Hope those unicorns come back. I would very much be sad if they immediately showed up and then never showed up again. Considering my goal was to have unicorns. also turn on the actual music of the game. Oop, pause that. And by actual music, I mean Stone Sense. Okay, so we got a lot of sunberries. We got some. So I'm going to go D and then X for remove designation. And we are going to turn off. I'm going to turn off plant gathering for everybody but my main plant gatherer. Because I got what I wanted. Tiger iron. I don't know what that is. I think it's a gemstone? Yep, it's just a gemstone. People are working on workshops. Ah, you use it to loosen the nuts on tigers. Well, I think that's called something else, Kaz. Okay, my farmer has let the field build up too much, so I think I'm going to... Oh, that should be fine. I have plenty of food. But I'm going to have to get a still set up. I still have some drinks, though, so I don't have to yet. The sweet pods will be made into dwarven rum, and cave wheat will be made into dwarven ale. Not going to be a lot of dwarven wine on this map. Although I'm reminded, I need to make a crafts dwarf's workshop. So let's get a unit of charcoal. So we're going to need our first unit of charcoal to make some, to start melting us for using this lignite. I don't know why I can't just use wood to make my first unit of lignite. I should also go to my mason's workshop and get 4 tables, 4 chairs, and 2 doors set up. And let's go ahead and get 3 mechanisms in the queue. Because the faster I get my gate set up to protect our dwarves, the better. Because even though this is a good biome, there's still nasty things out there. The unicorns are back. I think with that said, I'm also going to get some cages built. So where do the unicorns like to hang out? They're leaving. That's fine, they'll be back. There is an extinction number where after a certain number of creatures of a certain type come to your map, they will stop appearing. I don't know how high or low that number is for I don't need to do that yet. The mechanisms are more important. Okay. What I kind of need is some... I know my sweet pods died. Oh, I think I know why. Yeah, switch to cave wheat. This isn't good. I don't have enough bags. So let's immediately pivot into something else. Actually... just go fallow. Not yet. No, we'll do... Now go fallow. No, grow pigtails. I'm dumb. I just need to do it on this farm plot. Okay. DH. Set up that. Cancel this. D. Does S. Okay. Pause all this. I'm not going to run out of food because of all my stocks I set up. Where are my miners? They're putting stuff into stockpiles. That's fine. Man, all this trouble I'm going through because I just didn't want to deal with, or didn't want to do plump helmets for no reason. I need a refuse pile. May as well just put it here for now. And now this needs to be sunberries. let that field go fallow for now. And they're taking the rotten plants. Unicorn bones, I think, are worth double normal bones. And why is there so much stuff out here? Did the people I set to gather plants just drop all the stuff they were gathering when I told them to stop? Anyways, well, I got some migrants. There's not going to be a ton of them. Maybe there will be a fair amount of them, though. Well, they're all going to hang out. And let's take a look at our migrants. Sort by migration wave. Here's our new guys. We got a stone detailer. We got a plant processor. We got a expert shearer. We got garbage. We got nobody useful. Except we got a medical dwarf, who is profession brewer. But they're okay at all of the medical things. And we got a peasant. That's fine. So we got nobody super special. But that means that I can start doing this. We're going to go and here we're going to set up a garbage dump. And all of this stuff is going to get dumped. And we're going to make sure that my miners do not have hauling turned on anymore. So they will not spend forever hauling stuff around. And they will get busy at digging. Now, everybody should immediately stop being busy, or stop idling. But you know what, too? Get rid of all this stuff. No, this can work. Just getting my dining room set up with some chairs and tables. That kind of bleed through, though. I can stop that with doors. Or we want to cheat a little bit. We want to turn on planning mode. Stick some doors in here with planning mode. Should also dig a square here. Okay, but now when I go here, Those doors, even though I set them in planning mode, still count as being there. So this is going to be our meeting hall. So this meeting hall no longer exists. Now people will go in here to meet. And I'll set up 2 different food stockpiles. One here. One here. And this one will be for drinks. So, forbid everything that isn't that. And I think I do want to do my usual thing where I go over to finished goods and allow goblets. As dwarves want to drink out of goblets. Turn off seeds and drinks. Turn off food. Oh. That's why things were rotting in the fields. I forgot to make this stockpile a food stockpile. I'm incredibly dumb. Let's get some workshops set up. We're going to actually need a kitchen this time around. I usually don't really need a kitchen that much, but now I absolutely do. And I need a still. So I can have a temple and a hospital set up here. Since I've got these odd spaces here, how about I get some offices dug out here, and I can plan what to do here later. Yeah, this is not the actual soundtrack of the game. I can play the actual soundtrack of the game, which is this. This is the only song that plays in Fortress mode. It's actually extremely good, but if you play this game, you will hear this endlessly. I'm not entirely sure what's playing right now, because my sound sense is, like, weird. I think it's because I took a lot of the sounds out of it. Okay. Going to need nest box. Nest boxes will be very important if I'm going to be relying on eggs for food. Yep, got a bunch of quarry bush leaves, which they cannot eat on their own. And a bunch of milk, which I also don't think dwarves will eat on their own. Let's get 2 doors, 2 tables, 2 chairs. See if we can get a manager set up. Okay, my miners can now go back to being haulers. What are these? Withered quarry bushes. Man, I'm so dumb. I'm gonna blow all my seeds. That's fine, because I can always get more seeds in the fall. And I can definitely just get food if I need it. Through various of ways. Speaking of, let's build a workshop fishery. I can tell my dwarves to go fish. And that will also be a source of food. I know that some of the music in my music packs comes from a guy who is famous for making free music. Yeah, Kevin MacLeod, or Kevin MacLeod. I don't know exactly how you say it. No, it's got to be MacLeod. His propensity for making free music has made it so that his music just shows up in a lot of, like, weird YouTube videos. Okay, so this will be our temple. To no specific deity. Your dwarves will get sad if they're not able to, you're not able to pray. Yeah, you've used, your food videos, you used him. Yeah, he makes so much music. Oh look, my first visitor to the temple was the pig. I don't know if that's symbolic or not. Thank you for the sub, Webbo Worm. Thanks for stopping by. We need some more tables. No, more doors. And some chairs. He's currently making nest boxes, though. Okay. Let's get some nobles set up. Going to need a bookkeeper, and I think the best are if you have somebody named a peasant, bam, you get to be a noble. Our manager will be our shearer. Yes, you are now a manager. And our broker, actually have some people who could be. You want judge of intent and appraiser. Appraiser is easier to train than judge of intent. Let's just... You, the Thresher. You get to be our broker. You can have your manager and your broker and your bookkeeper all be the same person, and it's actually completely fine to do so. But I like having each have their little office. They don't need a table to have an office either, they just need a chair. But since I'm giving them a chair, I might as well give them a... Since I'm giving them an office with a chair, I might as well give them a tiny dining room with a table, too. So now we go to Bookkeeper, go to Settings, and Highest Precision. No rounding. That'll make my bookkeeper go into their office and begin studying. To start writing down everything that... So... That pig needs to get in here. To begin writing down everything. Even though we don't have any paper. Paper is in the game, but paper is predated by bookkeeping. So let's get our turkeys in here. So we can start building nest boxes. Turkeys are the best laying animal. They lay the most eggs. There we go. And quick access to the kitchen and the food stores. Oh no. A fluffy wambler has invaded my food stores. So I'm going to need some more cats, I think. Let's go ahead and stick both of the cats in here. And for now, turn on seeds here. Especially because I probably don't have seeds turned on up here because I'm a huge idiot. Yeah. Just who knows where my seeds are at. Yep. The tribble got devoured by my cat. Everybody's hauling turkeys inside. A farmer's workshop. I didn't anticipate that I would need so many bags. Okay. Kitchen. Turn off cooking on everything except quarry bush leaves. Those get cooked. Yes. And now, prepare easy meal on repeat. And let's see, who's a useless dwarf? I want to make a useless dwarf into my cook. Because my cook is currently too useful to do things that are not cooking. Ooh, I have a new brewer. Yeah, and they're a slightly better brewer than... So let's queue up some drinks to be brewed. Let's look at our kitchen. What can be brewed? Basically everything. So I'll turn brewing off of plump helmets. And now I need to get some automatic jobs set up. Yeah, turn on auto or workflow plugin. I've used this before. Okay. Make some pots. Table, chair, door. Mason is about to be busy. I want to set it up so that there's between 2 and 5 of these at all time. There we go. Also want to workflow on mechanisms. And beds and bins. Because we have, okay. And make a coke from lignite. Okay, we automated a lot of our stuff. But the main thing is I need to get this stuff dumped out. Let's go ahead and reclaim all of this stuff. So that my purpose of putting my dump there is so that my workshops can have a big pile of stone and material just ready to go. So now stuff should basically just kind of go on its own for a good amount of time. And I need my cats to get busy. So I can have some more cats. I need my turkeys to start laying eggs, too. What kind of booze is my still maker making? Dwarven ale. That's fine. My food systems are okay. My bookkeeper is hard at work. Everybody is busy. Once this place gets, actually, there's nothing keeping me from getting my piles set up now. And the first pile I need is wood. We have finished goods. Then furniture. Then bar block. Okay, that's all good stuff. Yeah, we want it. Animal stockpile. Animal stockpiles are actually for caged animals. And a refuse stockpile. How big did I make that? 6 by 7. Now the refuse stockpile, I don't actually want refuse in. I want bones and shells and hair. Like very specific kinds of refuse. Like corpses, no. Body parts, no. Don't want teeth going in there, really. So all of this stuff and only fresh raw hides. So this stuff can go in the refuse pile. That's because that's stuff I can work with. And then as it rots, it'll get taken outside. And the pile, what else do I need? Let's go ahead and make a gym pile. And an ammo pile. need? Weapons. Then armor. Wait, did I make that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Got that set up. Have leather over here. And cloth over here. Anything else I'm missing? Sheets. But I can go over here and just make this a sheet as well. That'll be fine. I think that is everything I need. Don't want stone. Refuse is outside. Coins is worthless. Finished goods I have. Yeah, that's everything. Which is I can go up here. Go pile X. Do not need you. Need to cut down that tree. One thing I need to do before I forget is set up a bridge. So one way you can keep your fort safe is by having a main gate. But because our fort's entrance is just a hole in the ground, what I need to do is build a bridge just directly on top. And this bridge will retract when the lever is pulled, which means that the bridge will just phase out of existence. So if I just cover the stairway all the way up, I can then pull a lever to open it up and then close the lever whenever I need to close it. And let's make it out of bauxite, because it'll be nice, a big red gate. And that's the reason I dug this little stairway here, is so that my dwarves can get in and out in between the time that I get the lever set up on the gate. Because before then, it'll just be nothing. Like, it'll just be a floor. And then I'll wall off the staircase I made. And we'll have a secure entrance. Everybody's busy. Okay, one thing I need to set up at the farmer's workshop is... I'll do it through here. Process plant to bag. Perpetual order. It's going to make a lot of job cancellation spams, but I need this to work to get my quarry leaves going. How many drinks do I have? 73. So... I don't have any doable fruits. So put this on repeat and set up a workflow where 60 to 85 will continue brewing. Okay, things are starting to clear up. You can see my farmer taking plants over there to the farmer's workshop to process. You need bags for that. That's why I was running out of rocknut seeds. How many prepared meals do I have? I have to go into stocks for that for some reason. It'll be under P for prepared meals. None. Man, is this guy just not making any prepared meals? He must be busy brewing. is actually what it is. Okay, we're out of quarry bushes to process. I also want rock mug. 15 to 25 rock mugs. Let's take a useless dwarf and turn on stone crafting for him. Because my mason is going to be busy stone crafting forever. How about my clerk? My bookkeeper can start stone crafting. I can see these nice purples. Those are lychees. They're actually falling on my farm. So let's get a floor set up. Out of... I'm gonna have a billion chalk, so let's just have a chalk floor here. And that'll keep various of bad things from happening. But because everybody is busy all of the time, it's gonna be a while before they get it set up. You know, I've never had a lychee before. There's a lot of fruit I've never had, but I've never had a lychee. That's probably not fairly... That's probably fairly average for an American, though. It's kind of like a Chinese and Southeast Asian fruit, right? Oh yeah, there's a lot of fruits I haven't had, Kaz. Like, I've never had dragon fruit. But I bet I've had a fruit you've never had before, Kaz. Kaz, do you know what a pawpaw is? Have you ever had a pawpaw? It's not surprising that you've never had a pawpaw. They're not really a commercially grown fruit. A pawpaw is a weird fruit that grows in Missouri and the Appalachians, I think. That it's like a weird mushy banana. They call them custard apples. Yeah, way down yonder in the pawpaw patch. The reason they're not really commercially grown is they get bruised easily. They only grow for a certain part of the year, so they're not easy to transfer. Ooh, thief! Protect the horde from the skulking filch. That means we have a kobold. Here he is. He's got the same sprite as a fluffy wambler. A small, squat humanoid with a large pointy ears and yellow glowing eyes. So kobolds will come try to... Oh, my dog might actually kill him. Kobolds are not a threat. Oh, what's this? He got disarmed. Yeah, my dog killed a kobold. Let's look at the reports. That dog get a name because... Yeah, the dog earned a name because he killed something. That's something that happens, is he got named because he killed that kobold. Let's look. The stray dog attacks the kobold thief, but he jumps away. Okay, bite him in the chest. Tackled him. Bites, 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 bites. And the kobold mostly ran away as the dog bit the kobold. And destroyed the small, giant silk tunic. We couldn't make use of that tunic anyways because it's small. Clothes come in 3 sizes: large, normal, and small. Weirdly enough, humans do not wear normal clothes. They wear large clothes. Kobolds wear small clothes, and elves and dwarves wear normal clothes. Which, because we're dwarves, it makes sense. We would call that normal, even though dwarves are smalls. A dwarf is roughly the same weight as a human in the game, I think, but they're smaller. Actually, they might be lighter too, but they're stronger. So, dwarves can't wear human armor because it's too big. It's like that scene from Twin Towers when Gimli puts the chainmail on. Stray dog bites. Here's where the killing happened. The stray dog bites the kobold thief in the head, tearing the muscle. The stray dog latches on firmly. Here we go. The kobold kicks the dog, bruising the muscle. The stray dog shakes the kobold thief around by the head, tearing apart the head's skin. A tendon in the skull has been bruised. And then he bites the arm. Oh no! The kobold thief bites the stray dog in the... Oh, when it bit the arm, it must have dropped the dagger. Because it did drop its dagger. And then the dog just chews on the kobold's head until... Yeah, the dog tore the kobold apart. And it earned the dog a name. Let's go to this refuse pile. And turn on corpses. And turn off fresh rawhide. I'm going to need to go to orders, refuse, ignore refuse from outside, and workshop orders. Do not auto loom. Do not auto collect webs. That guy's probably going to pick up that dagger. Nope, he's picking up the clothes. So that's what you get for trying to steal from us, kobold. Did I build a wall there? Yeah, I built a wall instead of a floor. That's fine. It accomplishes the same thing. Oh, a roach. I can't really do anything about that, because I don't have enough cats. Okay, we have pigtail seeds. Okay, they're cooking my quarry bush leaves. We got sunshine. Do not cook the sunshine. Okay, we've already got 100 turkey eggs. I think I can turn quarry bushes back on. A is quarry bushes, B is quarry bushes, C is quarry bushes, and then D is nothing. Okay. So now I should have prepared food in my stocks. Where's my prepared food at? Oh, they might be storing it over here. Okay, everything's going. Do I have seeds on over here? Nope. Good. Okay. Starting to get some mugs made. Expand the dining hall a little bit. Ah, my fat stupid dog has come to say hello. Yeah, dwarves very dense. In more ways than one. One thing I should probably do is set up over here, or set up a order. Actually, I'll just do this manually. Spin thread. Process plants. Just to do that kind of on repeat, and then I'll turn them on and off eventually. I've had stupid dogs who got into mischief. It's usually the kind of mischief they get into. Like when it's a smart dog, you call it mischief, and when it's a dumb dog, you call it blundering. What kind of food is this? This is a stack of 27 turkey hen biscuits. The ingredients are well-minced turkey egg and well-minced turkey egg. So this is a biscuit made out of minced turkey eggs. The dwarf boiled 2 eggs, chopped them up, and then squished it into a biscuit. Oh, I'm dumb. I forgot to build a depot. That's fine. I don't have anything to trade anyways. One half of 1 onion, diced. 1 raw water, diced. And build another floor. Minced egg. Well, every food, when anything is cooked, it's always described as minced. The world is the same as ever. Okay. What do I want? Well, I basically have everything I could need. Which means that we're going to ask for steel and pig iron anyways. Let's go ahead and go down to seeds. I can't. Okay. Where's seeds at? Seeds. Let's go ahead and ask for pigtail seeds and rock nuts, as we're going all in on those. And you know what? Why not some dimple cup spawn? Humans have all these words for medicine? You just chop it up and squish it together. What more do you need? Okay. And I guess... we'll ask for... leather bags. Because I'm going to need lots of bags. I'm going to ask for thread. And I'll ask for cloth and leather. Even though I intend to have both of those industries eventually, I will not have them all the same. Also, pro tip, do not ask for leather. Don't just do this, because you'll end up with so much leather. Just ask for a few different kinds of leather. Like that. Here's our trade agreement. Yep. They want battle axes. And they also want tanned hides, which might mean that any hides they bring are going to be expensive. Do I really have no seeds for sunberries? Do I have sunberries? Yeah, I have sunberries. So build depot. And a bridge. That raises. Make this one out of bauxite so I can see it. That stupid dog is now snoring. Yeah, missing my first depot is not that bad, because, I don't really have anything to trade anyways. And this will make a path to my depot. Through here, so I don't have to have them go through my main staircase for it. Let's go ahead and claim this, just so that all of this stuff I can have. Let's go ahead and go to a menu I don't go to a lot, which is the stone menu. Yeah, I have chalk turned on. So chalk can be used for stuff. If I didn't have a lot of chalk, I could turn it off here, and they would not use it to do anything except make steel bars, make pig iron bars, make quicklime. Because I have so much chalk, I might as well just let them use it for whatever they want. There's unicorns. Let's go ahead and try to catch some of those guys. So we're going to try building some cage traps. I'm going to do them here. No, can't do them there. Do one here. What we're going to do, let's go D and Z. remove upstairs and ramp. Not remove these, because that's stupid to try to do that. And not remove these. That will create a bottleneck. How do you win Dwarf Fortress? Can't. You can't win. There's no way to win. There's no end state. In fact, the only way to end Dwarf Fortress is to lose. But yeah, what I'm doing here is I'm between this up layer and the down layer. I'm going to create a bottleneck that I'm going to line with cage traps. And by removing these ramps, the only way up and down will be from that little spot there, which means if the unicorns want to come down, they're going to have to walk past my cage traps. Yeah, you can lose. There are myriad ways to lose. Although, no, there's only one way to lose. The way you lose is by having all your dwarves die. I'm gonna have to cheat a little bit. Because I can't remove... The game has rules about how much you can modify stuff at the edge of the map. Like, I can't dig out here. I can't, like, say, build a wall too close to the edge. But there are so many ways around that. It is barely funny. For instance, I'm going to build a bridge on top of that ramp, and that should destroy the ramp. But my dwarves are busy digging all these ramps away. The merchants have arrived. Is my depot wagon accessible? It is. Well, I'm probably not going to trade anything anyways. I don't know what I have that I could make some stuff to trade for. In fact, let's see if I can do that real quick. Let's go into Dwarf Therapist. Refresh. Sort by highest mutable skill. Go down here to these guys. And turn them on to weaponsmithing. And armor smithing. And then turn you off here. No, you turn off. There we go. Commit. Okay, but that's all I really wanted to do there. I need some iron, though. So let's go to my smelter. Melt magnetite ore. There we go. Get you busy on that. Should probably build a few more beds for the dormitory here. Yeah, the only really way to lose is to have all your dwarves die, but there are many ways for that to happen. There's also ways for your fortress to become, if not lost, then just nigh unplayable. Those are like secondary. So let's go here. Finished goods. I do not want goblets here. Goblets must be kept in the drink stockpile. I could trade mechanisms and goblets if I wanted to. Yeah, goblets are tiny goblins. That's what the name means. Everybody knows this. I need to get some more cages built. Let's J, repeat. And I want the cages made out of feather wood, because that'll make them extremely light. I also want the bins made out of feather wood. The beds I don't care about. Okay, I might do a similar thing over here. Okay, I did it the dumb way. Okay, that works. Except for this spot. Here, there can be stairs. Migrants! Excellent. I need those. And the merchants will be leaving soon. Not surprising. Okay, now I need to get some traps or some levers built. I want 2 levers. And if possible, I want them to be made out of the nice mechanisms. The reason being that one of those is going to be for our main gate, and one of these is going to be for the trading, for the traders. So this one, trader gate, link up to you. You, main gate, link up to you. I'll name the gates, just so I can see them. I don't know if this gate did what I wanted it to, or this wall. Nah, it didn't. Alright, so I might as well just deconstruct it then. There are willow fruits all over those cages. I could not return kill. What do they kill? I have a hunter. Probably, I'm going to turn hunting off, because I don't want them to hunt my precious unicorns. Okay, let's look at Dwarf Therapist, and look at our new recruits. Nothing exceptional. Let's go ahead and turn weaponsmithing and armorsmithing on all of them. Actually, no. I want an armorsmith first. So, highest mutable skill. You guys don't get to be that. I have a metalsmith. going to try to trick the game into letting me have some extremely good okay, now you can continue being a mechanic. I want to do one thing where I have my mechanic. I want to have multiple mechanics so that they'll go out and load cage traps. You can also be a mechanic. So let's look at my armor. Do I have any weaponsmiths? Nope. Good. I want more armor smiths. So you can be an armorer. You're too high. 2 is too high. 0 is not too high. One really isn't either. But I don't want to... They're mostly going to be making mechanics. Metalsmith 5 is too high. The miners are all too high. Stonecrafter 2 is too high. Random. Bone carver or woodcrafter. That's not too high. What about you? Tanner and glassmaker. 3 is too high. Okay. So I want their highest mutable skill to be armorer. So if I get these guys up to being at least a 0 in armorer, maybe a 1 or 2, they're most likely going, if they have a strange mood with to make a legendary armor, which is what I want. Yeah, swelling battle music over spreadsheet editing. That's definitely what that is. This is mostly a management game. I have a petition. Oh ho! I caught a unicorn! We've done it, folks. I got a female. I need a male now. So I can have a breeding pair. Build some more cage traps. There we go. Have some carp over here. Carp used to be ungodly terrors. They used to be one of the most threatening animals in the game. To the point where it was something of a joke. Because the developer gave carps the default bite attack, which turned out to be very good. Yeah, the unicorns in this game are basically murder monsters too. They're like the things from Salt and Sanctuary, and we're going to breed them. Okay. I want to make a, I'm going to use a rarely used. If I can find the right key for it. N. No, not that's a note. Whatever. We'll just leave it up to fate. Open the gate. Let's see if anybody's annihilated. Nope. Okay, good. We almost lost all of our miners. If they were all on top of that bridge when the bridge ceased to exist, there's a chance they would just be obliterated. And now I seal off, seal this off. I actually want to seal this off too, or do I? I don't need to. Where's all my sunberries at? Like, I have sunshine. I have no seeds for sun. I'll just have to get some more. I don't know why I should have sunberry seeds. I just gotta find some more, I guess. One thing I can do is build a bridge over that river. And that'll let me set even more traps. Okay, let's gather these plants. I have a petition. They probably want to make a temple. I'm not going to do it yet. I'll get set up for it, though. Okay, what do I want to do? Let's get some 5x5 rooms set up over here, I guess. I don't know if the layout I'm doing right now is very efficient or not, but I just decided that my fortresses had all started to look the same because I had discovered really efficient methods of planning that had just resulted in getting samey fortresses. Speaking of, let's get our bedrooms dug out. And let's specifically not use the nice bedroom design that I've been using for a long time and do something that's probably worse, but will probably be harder to set up, but will look different. That's my goal for this fortress, is to be something else. Have to look at this design. Gotta find the legend for it again. It's a shame because my normal bedroom design is really good. Okay. I can begin. to build 3, 3, 3. Now, could I expand this out to be 4, 4, 4? This will be just for my normal dwarves. I wouldn't be able to make it the fractal if I make it 4. At least not as cleanly. You can kind of see what I'm going for here. Yeah, annihilating armies with bridges is actually an extremely powerful tactic in this game. Bridges are one of the most powerful weapons available. Okay, if I did make this 4, what would it look like? It would just be less space efficient. It was like this. Yeah, that won't work. So if I think I want to use this fractal, I just have to do it worse than my normal design. What if I do something different, though? Because this is appealing. Kind of losing what I should build where, though. So let me get rid of these extra noodles. Okay. Drawing runes? Yeah, it's kind of what I'm doing. They kind of look like faces to me. These are going to be bedrooms. If I start doing this, it'll start to be more clear where I need to dig. This is based off a fractal pattern. You can kind of see. What if... How does this look? If I encase all of this in want to kill how efficient this is, though, if I do this. Maybe not really, though, if I just do this. I'll kill some efficiency, but not a great amount, actually. Okay. And then... Actually, no. I'll set up fancy dwarf apartments out here. Yeah, this is starting to look a little better because it's nice and symmetrical. Yeah. This won't be very scalable. I'll have to make just fundamental changes to the setup, but I can always just go down here and dig more. It's actually better to make vertical designs than horizontal designs. Oh, damp stone? Wait, hold on then. I found the aquifer, I guess. It's a bit of a bother. It's going to disrupt the symmetry of my setup. But it's good to know that there is an aquifer. So an aquifer... Actually, an aquifer might be really useful. Okay. I have a new plan now. And that is to see if I can dig this. How much of this I can dig? Actually, no, that's dumb. I'm going to hit the aquifer. Can I dig this? Let's go ahead and close the trader gate while I'm at it. Although my miners are going to come down here and dig now. I have idlers, which means time to get more dumps made. Take some big old nasty dumps. This, dump. All this stuff, dump that. This, dump. These things here, oh, you know I'm going to dump those. Oh wait, I got unicorns. I've got a breeding pair! It's dumping time. Although I'm going to need to confine my unicorns somehow. I guess I may as well just make some... Let's make a training room. We'll make these out of wood. The reason being that I can eventually get rid of wood. And build a door. Can't build it there. Okay. We're going to make a training zone for unicorns outside so that they can have pasture to live on. You want me to crack my knuckles loudly? Sure. I can do it forever, because I'm a genetic freak. And Samoa Joe knows he can't beat me, so he's not even going to try. Oh, taken by mood. Oh, come on. I know you're going to take the craft dwarf's place, but please... Yeah, he took the craft dwarf's spot. Okay. They're not going to build this wall. So build sea wall. Build one here, then. I have this weird little lump. Let's build an animal stockpile in here. And the only thing this stockpile accepts is unicorns. And this stockpile here, not going to accept unicorns. And I'll set this up as a pen and pasture, but also a animal training zone. And I'm going to set this door here to not be pet passable. Okay, my craft dwarf making something. Good for you. Let's look at Dwarf Therapist. See if I have anybody who is good at animal training. Nope. Nobody at all. So let's go to attributes. There's a way to do this. Who has... I want to pause the game real quick. Roles. Yeah, here we go. Animal training. Who has the highest role for animal training? Who is not otherwise important? This person. So you. Not going to be very good at animal training, so this is probably going to take forever. But we will make do. I dropped a lot of frames at some point. Okay, so we go to Z, animals. And we have a breeding pair of unicorns. Let's select trainer. And Rimtar Ratheltat will be our trainer. So Rimtar will come up here and train these unicorns. It'll take a long time, but we'll get there. Why am I not growing sunberries? Oh, I need to destroy this plot. And then remove these walls. I think those fruits falling on my farm made it inoperable. Mr. Kosalthamal, Stonecrafter, has created Azulthad Roth Saket, a chalk crown. She comes as a family heirloom. Let's take a look at it. This is a chalk crown. All craft storeships of the highest quality. It is encrusted with cushion chalk cabochons and encircled with bands of cushion jet cabochons. On the item is an image of Urvod Ticked Channels, the dwarf in chalk. Well, how nice. Petition. Yes, I want to. Let's go ahead and get that place set up. Meeting zone, assign location, add location, temple. Actually, hold on. The Fellowship of Aquamarines. Yes, here. So we go here, we go approve. And now they have a little temple set up, but it's not going to be much. I have to improve its value for them to start more dump. But I also want to remove dump on the nest boxes so that I don't just throw out a bunch of eggs. I have an aquifer here. How can I make use of that? How much of this can I dig out? Build a... Okay. This will all make sense later. I'm going to make a well. This is going to be a tiny little well, but because if the aquifer is right here, then I don't really have to go through much effort to fill the well up. It's actually right there. Literally right there. I believe there's a trick. I think if you smooth a stone, it stops being wet. Nope. That's fine, I can work with this. Actually, no, I'm fine. Yeah, we're going to do something stupid. Because the aquifer's down here as well. We're going to start on a long and stupid journey. Where I go here, armor, iron, greaves, on repeat. Why is this carambolas? What if I build a dirt road? Does that work? Will that get rid of these things? Yes. But why is that subterranean? Is it because this tree's in the way? I have plenty of sunberries. Alright. Okay, my unicorns are becoming semi-wild. These unicorns will be a little bit wild their whole lives. When they become adults, when they have a child. Let's build a floor here. I might have destroyed a part of my farm plot. Yeah, my quarry bush plot got a little bit damaged. Okay. Now we're gonna build a lever. In fact, let's just build it here. Why not? things are a little bit more slapdash than I would have liked, but, you know, you do what you can. No, don't pull the lever. Go down here. Dig. We're probably not going to drown from this. It's damp, but it's not an aquifer? Is it not? Let's go here. Is that not an aquifer? It's not making water. I might have to move this stupid lever because it's in the way. Where's the aquifer at? If this isn't an aquifer. I'll just try digging some more. Because usually if it's an aquifer, you'll like immediately have like problems. Yeah, I can't do that, so let's remove that. I'm out of bags. Well, it's not ideal, but I can work with this. What's annoying is I'm probably going to have to dig a really long line of a pipe through what this thing is claiming is a aquifer, even though it's probably not. But winter is probably a... I should check. Or fortress real quick. Anybody whose highest notable skill is armor smith gets to stop being an armor smith. And quite a few viewers. Man, I didn't realize how late it was either. I have way more viewers than I thought I would at 1:30 in the morning. So after this save stops lagging out, first, let's go ahead and get our dump on here. And continue digging. Until I can continue digging. Either dig until I hit water, or dig until all my miners are hauling. There's a little bit of water. I want more than that, though. So this is a new kind of aquifer they added. This is a a light aquifer. They make water very slowly. Okay. So we're going to let this little pre-chamber fill up with water, and then, yeah, that bridge I built will block this off, and this will very slowly fill up with water. And then I can open the gate, let this fill up to about halfway, and then close it again, and that'll let me have a source of water inside my fortress. Okay. Yeah, the heavy aquifers are what old aquifers used to be, and they're still in the game. New aquifers are good because they behave a little bit more like what actual aquifers are like, where it's just water in the rock. It takes a while to flow in and out. So it adds more variety to the game. It's also just easier to deal with. So you're less likely to just drown your fortress. Like, this aquifer is filling up slowly enough where my dwarves were able to just kind of like walk through it. Which the old aquifers were pretty hardcore. So we'll have a well inside our fortress so that we can have water even if we're in a siege. So let's take a look at what we accomplished today. We got sunberries going, although how effective my sunberries are going to be, considering some of my blunders, don't know. I have not grown a single plump helmet. Our food and booze is being held up by other sources, that's one thing I wanted to try. I wanted to try no plump helmets. So we're going to get, and we got a breeding pair of unicorns that we are currently training. And we have the beginnings of an iron industry set up. Although, I don't know how much magnetite I have. Actually, I probably have a lot of magnetite, because this is all magnetite here. So that probably means I just want to, dig out more stuff here. Sure. Bam, that's going to be our hospital. It's going to be down the street from our well. We'll see how much of it actually lets me dig out with this aquifer that may or may not be there. In fact, let's just go ahead and assume that this is not going to be any good. I've also not been relying on my same fortress designs as usual, which is both good and bad. It means it's kind of slapdash. But we've got these cool bedrooms that we're going to be building out. So this fortress is off to a good start. I'll have to find some way to make some trouble. Let me look at my dwarves real quick. Who has furnace operating enabled? Only 2 people. Anybody who does not currently have a job gets to become a furnace operator. Bam. Oh, that's one thing I should do. Before I forget, let's go here. We are going to... I need blocks. So let's make some blocks. There we go. So we're going to make an ashery, we're going to make a soap shop, we're going to make a place to make some lye. Because I want to get my plots fertilized, especially my sunberries. I might also get some whip vines going. But I think that's going to be it for now. Thanks very much to... Who was my new sub today? Weboworm. Thank you for the sub, Weboworm. Thanks everybody for joining late at night. we've got a fortress a-going. Hopefully we'll be able to get some alligators too. Maybe the alligators will come back. Ooh, maybe what I'll do is get a drowning chamber set up. How do you make a dam in Dwarf Fortress? You say drowning pool if you will, but that's actually what my plan is to be. Okay, I'll outline this as the last thing for today. I want to try to dam off a part of this, like, say here. And then have on this level, a divert. So that instead of going here, I can make the river go around. And then I'm going to load this up with cage traps. And then set it so that it can drain. And that'll let me set up what they call a drowning chamber. Which I could both utilize in my fortress's defense, or set up as just a way to catch the creatures that are in the river. Like these carps. I could catch the carps. And eat them. Is this plot ready? You're gonna be sunberries all season long. There we go. But I don't have any goddamn sunberry seeds. But this guy's out here going. But anyways, that's gonna be it for now. Thanks everybody for joining. Good night.